a magnetic reversal, magnetic pole reversal. What was interesting is something about the seafloor. The seafloor spreads with the magnetic anomalies. Gina, that's not possible. Well, it's I don't know why they have an activity at a college class that says activity 2, the magnetic reversals and the seafloor stripping. What, really, ask yourself, what would cause the seafloor to strip? I think I got this on me. Let me do this right here. Okay, magnetic evidence. Oh my gosh. You all, this is important. Okay, so we got these things. We got the seaboard, the seafloor. Let me pull this up. Evidence of the seafloor. Evidence for seafloor spreading. So something is happening. If you're just tuning in, Gina, honey, people ain't going to tune in until 20 minutes from now. That's okay. That's okay in the big scope of my life. This is the new norm. I can do it. I can do it. You are welcome. Successive layers of lava build at a volcano over time. You have this stuff right here. I guess this right here is the layers have normal polarity, whereas some layers have reverse polarity. During a normal polarity, this is the Earth flipping. The dipole points to the south if it's normal. Okay, if it's normal. But during a reversed polarity, the dipole points to the north. But yet, the Earth don't flip upside down. You don't see this part of the, countries flipping all the way up to here. You're not going to see that. Well, I was wondering, how's it going to do it, you all? Geologists propose that the Earth's magnetic field reverses polarity every now and then. Then you got to ask yourself, Gina, honey, how's that happen in the flat Earth theory? I don't know. I don't know. But this is a theory right here. This also is what we're looking at. This is this is strange. This is really interesting. You have different polarities right here. Wouldn't that cause the seafloor, or even like I don't know, big jagged rocks pop up on land because you have these two opposing forces against you? It might. It truly might. But this is what was really interesting. Let me get out of this part right here, you all. Flip over to here. Look at this, what I'm looking at. Magnetic evidence for the seafloor spreading CK12 foundation. When the scientists plotted the points of normal and reverse polarity on a seafloor map, they made an astonishing discovery. The normal and reverse magnetic polarity of the seafloor basalts create a pattern, and stripes of normal polarity and reverse polarity alternate across the ocean bottom, which is, it's kind of interesting. Look, the seafloor is spreading. Okay. So if the seafloor is spreading, and we got these great big massive gaps appearing right here on the seafloor, we get these great big massive cracks that are opening up in Earth, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. With Gina, you better make sure you're even on here right now, because you could be talking to yourself. It would not be the first time that I've been on here for quite a while just talking to myself. It wouldn't. It's kind of normal. Yeah, it's a little bit normal for me. It's all right. Hello there, Gina. Hello there, Frank Cooper, honey. Hello, M9. See, we got tectonic plates. That's right. We got the tectonic plates taking place. Let's flip over here and look at this. Is what we can do. Holland Shed family. Nice to catch this live. Well, it is. It's kind of interesting. I was going to type in cracks opening up in the Earth. They're widening is what's happening. We've got, if the ocean floor is doing it like this, perhaps that's not good. They want to tell us that the cracks in the ground are a result of earthquakes. Well, what about this? Is massive. An enormous crack in the earth opens up near Santa Monica, California. An enormous crack. But it's like a widening on the seafloor. I'm going to take a picture of that. I do. I'm going to take a picture of that. If you're just tuning in, I want to do something. I do. I want to do it. I do. We got cracks opening up is what we've got. I mean, this is not too good of a picture, but you know, it's something. Let me put it over here. I want to see if I can stick that picture on this with great big cracks opening up in the earth. Also, cracks are opening up in the earth. Let's do this. See what this happens. Let's got it. I'm gonna shrink it, you all. Gina, will you please hurry up? I am. I'm trying to hurry. I really am trying to hurry. Trying to get this on here. Okay, this is almost as good. It's perfect. Let me take a screenshot. I'm gonna update my thumbnail. Is what I'm going to do. If you're just tuning in, this is about the pole reversal. And they notice that the seafloor, it's doing it too. It's there's a shift that occurs in the seafloor with this thing happening. Seafloor cracks and cracks. Cracks in the earth. That I got to update it, you all, is what I've got to do, because I've got to make it look better. So I'm going to do it. I've got it in here. Okay, I've got it. I'm going to close it. Okay, I got it back to me. Let's look at this. These big cracks that are opening up in the earth. Enormous cracks. Is this from earthquakes too? Or is there really a reversal happening underground? It's already starting to do it because something is out there, and these are getting bigger. Earth splits in two as a giant earthquake appears in the ground of Saudi Arabia. Do you think it's just earthquakes? Oh, it's unavailable. Well, why is it unavailable? A deep crack. The crack is still growing. It was discovered in February. And let's pull it up. I want to come over here and I want to pull this up. I don't want you to do this right here. I want to come over here because they don't want you to see it. If we could pull this up on Google Earth, maybe we can see the crack that's on Google Earth that they perhaps don't want us to see. That would be great to see the crack of doom. Oh no, look at this. Now, why is this happening? Why is my computer doing this, you all? I have a good bandwidth and I am sitting here waiting to open up Google Earth, and I want to show, okay, it's fine. I want to show the Google Earth and it does not want to load my Google Earth because I want to show something. I really think that there's something to this. Okay, let me just, don't touch it. Okay, I'll just, I'm going to just click in the Google Earth. Is it down here already? No, I've got to, it won't respond. I've got to do it. No, I don't want you to report the problem, but you already reported a problem that I didn't want you to report. I wanted to go to Google Earth. I wanted to look up that great big crack that's in the earth. Okay, I just want to say I've never had that happen before. I have never had this happen before. When I want to open up Google Earth and it's the subject matter. It splits in two. Now I'm going to have to come back on here and I'm going to have to find my delete button somewhere on here. I guess I don't do Control Alt Delete. I don't know which button I could push. I don't. I don't know where the delete button is on my keyboard. How am I going to do it? I don't see it on this keyboard, you all. How? Okay, I see it down here. Okay, I'm going to try to delete it. Let me see if I can delete it. I want to go to the task manager. I want to do the Google Earth. You're not responding at all. It's not. That's kind of wild. Africa, Nika. That's right. I'm not sure. Look how big the crack is. The World Crisis Concept Stock Vector. Well, what if the Earth was cracking like this? Giant crack opening up in Wyoming. This is 2015, so it's been slowly occurring. It's opened up Wyoming, and it started in 2015, and it's still going. Now it's at least 30 meters deep, 100 feet deep in some places. This is in 2015. People commented and asking why. They estimate it's 15 to 20 million yards of movement. The crack is a state-owned and middle of the private cattle ranch. It certainly shows the power of Earth. Look at that. And that's what's happening on the seafloor. It's spreading apart. If it's spreading apart, it's going to look like a great big crack underneath. No, Sasha Mean, honey. They do not want us to show the big crack in wherever it's at, of the Earth that keeps growing bigger. They don't. Well, try it again. Let's see if I can do it again. I really want to see if I can get it. Look at this. Google Earth may not have started up or shut down correctly when last ran. Would you like to launch a repair tool or attempt to continue starting your Google Earth? I want to continue. No, you're going to do the same thing, you all. You're right. They do not want me to open up Google Earth. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. You do not want it to do it. I bet you if I restarted my computer, perhaps, maybe, we can't go to Google Earth. Crooked Arrow, the demons are on fire. They are. The Earth is splitting. They've got these things happening, these massive, massive cracks. This is Wyoming. A giant crack in the ground opened up. Lysett. The crack in Lysett. The crack is now hundreds of yards and meters long. Let's see, Lysett, Wyoming. See, I wanted to look that up. Let me see if I can find a Google map. I want to see if I can pull it up like this, maybe. But I wanted to do a Google Earth. I guess I could do a Google map. I want to do this. No, I don't want to see Denny's grass-fed beef. I want to see Wyoming. I want to do the layer. I want some kind of a layer on here, and I really don't. I don't even know how to navigate this thing. Where was it at, you all? I don't know where it went. I wanted to paste this. I wanted to go to Wyoming. Oh, okay. Where are we at? So I want to see the big crack. Is this the big crack or is that water? It's unincorporated community in Fremont County in Wyoming. Where is the crack? This Google Earth is not showing it. Oh, this right here is different. A Burlington Reservoir. See, we can't see anything with this. I wish I was able to open up the Google Earth. I really do. The Gog and the Magog end. That's right. How we doing here? We're going to show you some something, Simon, honey. England has bad storms. You tried to research your neighborhood and no go. Not even your own home. Okay, we want to go to net.gogo. Nika, honey. Net.gogo. Is that what we want to do? Oh my gosh, you all. It's sweating up here. It's good to sweat at times. It really is. I didn't like to have to sweat. It's okay. I don't mind now. It's kind of refreshing. We can't get over there. I wonder if this right here, the giant crack. Lysett, Wyoming, crack. C-R-A-C-K. Let's see how big it is now. We wanna have the past month. Let's see if they'll show that crack within the past month. I've put it on here now. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, it may look like the water thing. It's like the sinkholes that are opening up all over the place. This is the Canada Journal. I don't think they would really want people to see this. I don't. Look at that. The mystery crack. It's a 2,250 mile long crack now. Is it because we're facing a polarity, a solar flip, polar something flip, you all? I don't know if it wants to roll this. It's trying to load it. It's just going and going and going. Look at that. It's at this site called Altered Dimensions. We're trying to find some information, you all. And the computer is not cooperating with us. The intelligence inside this computer doesn't want us to look at it. I would assume the giant apocalyptical cork in Bighorn Mountains in Wyoming. Oh, we get to look at that. That's 2015 too. So it's not just in the one place. And if it's apocalyptic, that means it has something to do with the apocalypse, maybe. Apparently, a wet spring lubricated across a cap rock. No. Does it normally look like the ground is shifting like that? It's like an upheaval. Look at the crack in the mountain right here. Big cracks in the hills. Because a pole reversal is getting ready to take place. If you live in Wyoming, can you see it? They're capping. Can you contact that AI robot about your neighborhood that scared you? Computer IS Go Trays. Where's Gina? Can you all see me? Can you see me? Can you see me on here? Oh, Sarah, honey, they don't give notifications at times anymore. I got put on the naughty list. You did. Along with some other people. You get put on the naughty list at times. You do. And don't know why. Yeah, it's all right, you all. It is. I wanted to try to open up the Google Earth. And it doesn't want me to open it up. I wanted to look on it. I could look on it, I guess, the other day, but not now. No, they still want me to repair it. If you can see the screen, no, I don't want to launch a repair tool for the Google Earth. I know why it happened. I know why it happened. Okay, that's the thing. I know how come it happened. Let me take you all over here, too. Let me take you right here. You can look at the screen right here. You can see yourself on here. The chat rate is being dropped. You can see they go from like 118 and they'll drop it down to 87. And they'll continue to do it. They will. Hello, Deanna. Yeah, and now it's coming back up. No, there's apocalyptic things happening, and you're not supposed to talk about it. We've got the seafloor. They've noticed something happening. C4 spreading activity. It's an activity. They're trying to raise awareness about what is happening. They studied the polarity of ancient rocks, and they were stunned to discover that in many of them, the iron minerals were aligned toward the south magnetic pole, not to the north. Scientists have concluded that the Earth's magnetic field has reversed itself again and again throughout the ages. It's something that keeps happening. And when the field points toward the North Magnetic Pole, as it does today, the field and the rocks that record it have a normal polarity. But when the field points toward the South Magnetic Pole, opposite of the current behavior, the field and the rocks that record it have reversed their polarity, and all the rocks of the same age have the same polarity. Y'all, it's going to flip. The Earth is going to flip along, not the Earth itself, but the whatever's within the Earth. It's going to flip it upside down. You ever wonder why they say bipolar? Bipolar, the opposites. They have like the polars on the Earth, the north and the south, and then they say bipolar for people, two different types. I wonder if Earth's magnetic field affects people's minds also, if it's like in a state of flipping and stuff too. I don't know. I know the sun affects it. We're all energies, and this is why there's so much going on. The figure below with the Earth. Based on the diagram, how many times has Earth's magnetic field reversed during the past 4 million years? Does anybody know how many times? Because this is what we're getting ready to do. They already know. They already know. Flipping from the dark to the light. I'd love to see the flip from the dark from the light. You can have it on the inside of you. Let's see what the answer is. Earth's magnetic field has reversed 9 times. Oh, 9, you all. 9 is that's an important number. During the past 4 million years. 9 is like a completion. Significance. Number 9. 9, life. I don't want life path. I just want life. Yeah, I need to get the word life out of it. Just the number 9. I just want to do the number 9, you all, to see what the number 9s. I think it's like a completion. COMPLETEION. No, Gina, you spelled it wrong. I don't care. Google's smart enough. It's the finality of a cycle. Oh, it looked like this kind of looks like a CERN thing. The spiritual meaning and significance of the number 9. It's flipped 9 times. Have you ever wondered why different numbers have different significance? You might feel more connected to the Earth because of the number of the symbolism it has in your family, culture, religion. Number 9 in the Baha'i. 9 in other religions. Fruits of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. And about the 9th hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is to say, my God, how you have forsaken me. In Ramadan, it's a time of fasting, and we're in the ninth month of Av. Are we the 9th of Av in the Jewish? Or maybe we passed that. The 9th of something, and now it's done it 9 times now. You all, the Earth has flipped 9 times. The reverse has for the past 4 million years. Approximately when did the current interval of normal polarity begin? The current normal polarity was about 800,000 years ago. How did they know that? If there had been compasses 4 million years ago, which direction would they have pointed? The compasses would have pointed south for 4 million years ago. What are the magnetic stripes on the seafloor parallel to and symmetrical across the mid-ocean ridge? New crust forming. When the old crust splits and magma rises to fill the gap, the continued divergence inevitably splits the new crust, and in its turn it breaks up. The halves are pushed in opposite directions. Strips of crust from along the ridge break in half and spread away from each other. Thus, the bands of polarity mirror each other across the ridge. So we got it going on. A magnetic reversal, magnetic stripping, seafloor, Britannica. They're teaching the children about it. A site of seafloor spreading when Earth's geomagic field undergoes a reversal. How old is this? I have no idea. Cites the seafloor spreading. It contributes to the alternating pattern. You can see that right there. How does magnetic reversal, well, that's interesting to know. How does it prove the seafloor spreading? We can see the polarity of Earth's magnetic field in the rocks as magma cools the particles and it gets frozen in that direction. That's it. You see the link below. Gina, honey, no. Okay. Let's look at the pole reversal. Pole reversal and okay. Look, the pole shift. Look. A pole reversal happens all the geologic time. Of course it does. But is it normal? What's causing it? What's causing it? It's tilting. There's something on the NASA product that you can look at, not just this right here, but there's something else they have that shows the like the wobbling of this right here. The role of Nibiru. Oh, there's a security risk ahead. The website is either misconfigured or your computer clock is set to the wrong time. That's great. Thanks. Planet X. Pole shift. Wormwood. Dog star. Winged Disc. Death Star. Night planet. Sirius 3. One strange planet with many names. Look, the next encounter is prophesied to 2016. Well, we didn't get it. Did it come around in 2016, you all? Did it? They're talking about the pole shift, but there's no pictures. None. They say it's 7,200 years. Surely it can't be that. I really wanted to bring up Google Earth, but they won't let me. There's so many people who predict dates, and these dates, they don't pan out. See, these are 2016 also. Look at that planet on fire. Let's see what this person says. A planet-sized object could collide with Earth in the future. It's not supported by any scientific evidence. Okay. You got a Zeta talk. Solar system, May 2003 or 2016. Blue Kachina, particle flip. Nothing. This video is unavailable because the YouTube channel associated with it has been terminated. How did it get terminated, you all? Who terminated the YouTube channel associated with this account and many other accounts? Who did it? Somebody did it. They did. How are you going to survive the dust trail? Oh, Nibiru's dust trail destroy humanity on the surface, you all. Surviving the impending pole shift and doing well in the after time depends very much on you, the reader. On you. The U.S. map shows most land will be underwater. Sick and tired of it. Yeah. Emotional appeals to spiritual guides are heard, yet the listener is not inclined to help when the selfishness is involved. You cannot be selfish. You know what? That right there, there's a scripture in the Bible. You can see this right here. Yet the listener is not inclined to help when selfishness is involved, and whereas an emotional appeal from the heart is most definitely heard and responded to. Metatron, why are they speaking Metatron? Oh, wow, it's the heart's frequency. Now listen, there is a scripture in the Bible. You may say, well, I've been asking for a whole lot of things and I ain't been getting it. I've been praying and I ain't getting it. You want me to show you the verse where that's at? I'm going to show you. It's in the Bible. It has to do with your heart. It has to do with your heart. Okay. It's like you ask, but you do not receive because you ask with the wrong motives. That's what the scripture says. You ask with the wrong motives. Look at this right here. You didn't know it's in the Bible? This is a verse for you. Right here. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures. You ask and you do not receive because you ask wrongly to spend it on your passions. When you ask, you don't receive because you ask with the wrong motives. It's all about your heart. It literally has to do with your heart. And I've been pushing this, and I have no idea if your cell phone is reloading or not. I have no idea whatever it's doing. Yeah, the great coming. So if you see that, then you see this of Metatron right here. He says something else quite similar. The listener is not inclined to help when your selfishness is involved, whereas an emotional appeal from the heart is most definitely heard and responded to. For those inclined to gather a great deal of information, this takes too much time. It would be good to remember the goal. It's about on-the-ground preparation against a fully survivable but massive worldwide calamity, culminating in an irreversible, far-reaching lifestyle change. Are you ready to change your lifestyle? Pole shift readiness, you all, starts with becoming pole shift aware. And it's a long process. And sometimes the person is ready to hear the information and they respond quickly. Look, I found a few hours a day of emotional fallout, but soon yielded great hope for an earth society. Interest to want to turn to others as I did, for which it was a big disappointment, you all. You've been turning to others for... you want to tell others about a pole shift and you can't get the information out, and it's a big disappointment. Or you want to warn people about something and you can't get the information out and it's a big disappointment. Well, here's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get ready and let them see that you're ready, and you get to start and doing what you're supposed to do, and they'll see you doing stuff. And in those relationships, or that relationship with a young family, they might have a different approach, but getting ready is possible. Informing others, look, essentials to be acquired. Could you imagine having 1.5 years of backup food, fresh water, and processing? Other tools needed to gather and catch food. Could you all do it, you all? This is like a pole reversal. And the seafloor is splitting apart, but there's giant cracks that are opening up all over. And I wanted to look at some of these cracks from Google Earth, and Google Earth won't let me look. The Africa continent is splitting open. It's signs of the last day. It is, because something's happening inside the earth. Hello there. Dragonfly, your life path number is a 9, is like a humanitarian, is what it seems like. Yeah. Humanitarian, you are. Your heart's frequency is absolutely everything, whether you realize it or not. And you can't fool other people, you all, when you think, oh, I feel I'm good on the inside. When your frequency from your heart is telling you a different story, telling others a different story. You all get right with your heart. Okay, do it. Jenny, you're talking about a split. Yeah, well, you're going to be splitting. That's right, a big pole split. The earth is splitting. The seafloor of the ocean is like splitting apart. It is. So if it happens on the ocean floor, and they're attributing it to a reversal within the earth under the ocean floor, the sea floor, something is flipping, then the same thing it makes most definite sense that the same thing is happening with the surface. You're getting big cracks appearing. You got cracks in the road too. It's but these sinkholes, they're not the earth cracks, but something's doing it. Look at this. The crevices, stock photo of the eyes. What is this? Rifting actions could see Africa split in two. Then you could have the earthquakes, you all. You really could. This is ground stuff. Your house is settling. You're going to get cracks in your in your walls. You may see cracks in your foundation. You may see cracks in the cement walls in your basement. You may see a whole lot of stuff, a ton of things, but you can see there's not very much information of cracks opening up in the earth. It's going to get harder and harder and harder to see all of this stuff. It really is. Because the information, that's the physics of leap day. Dirt, massive cracks and fissures, pole shift all around the world. Now, granted, when the earth gets really dry and the ground gets dry and you live in a desert-like environment, you're going to see big cracks. Let's see the India cracks. Can we look at them in India? This is 2018. And they've been found on the road, but they are a result of the changes in the atmosphere and the decrease in the humidity and the mud. Oh. They appeared on the road in Andhra Pradesh. They contain a mountain, an outdoor, and nature. Talking to Twitter. Gina, can you get the words? Well, let's look at this. Look at this crack that opened up. Pawan Kailan. Watch it on the Twitter. Let's see it. I don't know if I can make it bigger. I can make it pretty much bigger. I mean, you don't need to hear it because you can see it. Those are not normal. That's not normal at all. That's not a normal crack. It's not due to just, water depletion or other things. No, there's something happening. That's scary. You fall down in there, you're going to get really trapped. Yeah. This heat has you nauseous and headaches every single day. Your body feels fatigued, Zakahali. Your ears are ringing and it's awful. You may, you never bought an animal in your life. Yeah, God will be with us if you believe in God. But your heart's frequency, the love within you will help you immensely. It truly will. That is a long video. Is it repeating? Oh no, it's a long video. It's 1 minute. It's 1 minute and 48 seconds. You can't, how can they repair that? They don't know how deep the cracks go in the earth. So it's 2018 and we're 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 20. And there's a system out there. I have to say, I haven't seen anything like this in a road. I haven't, if you're just tuning in. How's that bulldozer going to do it? How's it going to fix it? You go to try to do something and repair this, the dirt's going to fall right on top of your head. Then if you have floods, then you're going to have a big mud flood happening. That's right. How far, Ginger, Cameron, Ford, Crouch, how far are you in? I am in this video. We are 39 minutes into this video. Because everything I've been sharing is now shadow banned because I have got myself on the naughty list. Yeah. I'd rather get in trouble for telling the truth than get in trouble for telling a lie. Really, I would. I'll stand up for a good cause, but I will not stand up for a bad cause. I will not do it. I don't want to do it. I won't do it. I won't. It's a total of 17,800 acres of land, 6,600 acres of forest land, and 11,200 acres of revenue spread across villages. Okay, this is that place right here. I don't think there's any more. They had an earthquake also. So if the reversal is already happening inside the earth, a slow reversal, it can cause earthquakes. It can, and it can cause upheaval like this too. It's deep. It's very deep. That's November of 2018. There's another one. Let's see this one. Polavaram approached the road condition in Andhra Pradesh. It's very near this above where the government funded the center, you all. Some more stuff, you all. This is 2018. There's no telling. I don't think they fixed it since then. Look, there goes their infrastructure. That's kind of scary if you were to live in an area like that. Whew. I would kind of be scared to drive my motorcycle on it. Oh, that's it. That's it, you all. There's we got great big cracks in the earth. I think that's all of that right there. If you're just tuning in, I've been trying to get into Google Earth, and it will not let me get into it for the life of me. I wanted to see the great big crack that they won't let nobody look at. And I have to open up this task manager, and I have to end this right here, and then I close it, but I'm not able to get in at all for some strange reason. But I wanted to do it. I did. With these great big massive cracks that are happening on land and in ocean, because they're not normal. It looks like a big Grand Canyon. The crack in the earth photograph right here. Where's that located? Fine Arc in America. The earth is split open. The giant crack in Mexico. ABC News, what are they saying about the giant crack in Mexico? Well, it's just a big giant crack. Do you think they filled that crack? If they filled that crack and it keeps getting more wider, it's not going to do them no good. They're not going to waste their time trying to do it because their equipment could fall into the crack. Look at this one. Why did this giant crack open up in Kenya? Everything's cracking. Is it the magnetic pull? See, they got junky stuff. Is it the magnetic pull that's on the happening inside the earth that is causing all of these? I can't really get many pictures at all. It's like, what do you do? They don't let you look at very many things. Something's coming. Something is coming. And it's already here. And there's something happening inside the earth that's causing the sea floor to spread apart. And it's got some of this sediment or whatever with the north and the south pointing in one direction. And then the sediment beneath it, the north and the south, is pointing in the opposite direction. And that's evidence that the magnetic pole within the earth has flipped 9 times over the past, was it 4 million years? 9 times, which is, and we're due for another one. If it flipped, you might as well say maybe life restarted 9 times, probably a lot more than that. I've already looked at that naval map years and years and years ago, even when my husband was still in the military. The U.S. naval map. There's lots of maps out there. There's just different variations of it with the New Madrid and stuff right here. The blue is submerged. And I thought I heard that you need to live at least 800 feet above sea level when the oceans rise. Look, the leaked U.S. Navy map of the New Madrid submerged U.S. Metabink, Metabink, and Lemuria rising. If you can see this right here. Montana, South Dakota, Oregon's on the coast, Washington, Nevada, California, you just a string of islands. And it varies. It does varies. There's just, and we've done a video before. The rich people have bought up all the farmland in the Midwest and the western part of the United States. Why did they do it? Why have they bought up so much land? U.S. Naval Fleet locations maps. Do you want to know where the naval fleets are at? I don't know why that's on here, but it's okay, you all. It's okay, but it's not okay, but you got to get ready. You got to get ready on the inside of here. You might want to acclimate yourself to some heat, maybe some freezing cold. You don't have to do much to acclimate yourself to heat because you're put right in it. If you're living in a house and the temperature's like around 90, I really wonder how hot it is up here. You can see me sweating. I didn't turn the air conditioning on, but I'm going to turn it on. I am. No, I'm not going to turn it on. I might, but I don't know. I want to see how hot it is. If I can look and see it, if I can even read it. Okay, I can read it. I got a magnifying glass. I'm going to tell you how hot it is up here because I got a magnifying glass and I got a thermometer. It's, trying to get it. I can't really see it. It might be off the charts. Trying to get it to come in here. Yeah, I can't see it. Yeah, I want to see how hot is it in your house, you are, where you're at. See if I can make this thing work for me. Let me see how hot it is. Okay, it's 95 degrees up here in this room, you all. So I can withstand the 95-degree heat with no fan blowing. I'm just going to be suffocating up here. I'll be sweating and I had 95 degrees in here. I wish if I could show you it on here. See if I can flip it around. No, that's Gina, you're blinding us. I know I'm blinding you. You all, let me see it. Let me see if I can get this on here. It's like 95 degrees. Get over there, out of the way. Let me see if I can do it. Kind of sort of can, but I don't know how to turn this thing. You all better get yourself thermometers. If you're going to get a thermometer, get the glass kind. The digital ones ain't going to do you much no good. They're not. You're going to have some glass thermometers so you check and see if you get a fever. I wonder what happens if you check your temperature when you're super, super hot. What would happen? Okay, you can almost see it. It's up there about around 95 degrees. You can barely kind of see it. Gina, will you get that bunny rabbit thing out of the way? I'm just trying to see if I can see it, you all. I am. It's right. You're catastrophically disabled, Crooked Everil. You are in the bed most of your days, but your spirit is full of life, and that's absolutely wonderful. It is. Whew. Yeah. They don't talk about the other places that exist on Earth, and they never put them on the map in Antarctica. It's quite true. Yeah. Oh, Richard, honey, I only come up here to sweat. When I go back down into the rest of the house is cool. But since this is up here in the studio area, and this is where my computer's at, it's the most quieted place in the house. It is. I'll come up here. I know it's not good for my equipment, but I have my computer shut off, and I've got some other equipment I'm going to take downstairs into that one bedroom in the basement to where it can be in cool temperatures, and I can actually go see what I got there. Oh, put a window in your bedroom window so you can sleep comfortably. You sleep, it's 65 degrees. There's two windows up here too where I'm at, but this room is facing, it's south facing. No, it's west facing. It gets the evening sun. If you're suffocating in your house, you're not alone. There's lots of people who are, so I know that's not no consolation. It might bring you a little bit of comfort, but there are people who are really, you're acclimating to the heat, which you don't want to have it happen all of a sudden because you ain't ready for it. You do not want that to happen at all. Hydrating while you're up there. I got some water. I drank it all. Oh, Richard, honey, Gina, honey's okay. I am. I'm pretty healthy. I really am. For my age, and yeah, that's right. I can, I like the heat. I do like the heat better than the cold. I do. And it's okay. Gina, I think they're not allowing what you really are saying. You think it might be repeating what you said earlier. It could be repeating. It really could, but the earth is splitting apart. The seabed is splitting apart, and they know it. And they know that there is a reversal that has happened 9 times in the past 4 million years. And they've been teaching about it. Nika, hello. You got to hydrate. It affects our body, our brain, our body, our thermostat. Okay, your body has a thermostat in your brain. Okay, it does. And you can get lightheaded, and you could get, like in a desert, you can see like whatever you see, those mirages or something. You can pass out from the heat. I almost passed out the first time I've ever felt what a heat stroke might feel like. It was several years back. I was wanting to make cubby holes in the walls up here in this loft area. And I thought, I'm just going to cut a hole in the wall with my saw. And I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to lay some floor down in there. I lasted 3 minutes, and the heat, I felt myself getting really dizzy and faint. I thought, I'm going to pass out. I got down the stairs as fast as I could. I went into the recliner in the living room, and I leaned that recliner back, and I got me a wash rag, and I laid there trying to not pass out. I thought, you know what? I'm covering up that hole. I'm not doing that in this heat because I would pass out. So it's probably around 100 and some odd degrees, probably 125 or 50 degrees in that attic. Yeah, we got a river. Hello. Africa, England, you got the quarantine quakes? Anyone else been channeling lately or hearing insects in Africa and England quarantine quakes? If you're all just tuning in, you had heat exhaustion and it was severe enough you literally crawled into bed. It's no joke. You got to hydrate yourself. You got to get those electrolytes back into your body. And if this heat is causing you nauseousness and headaches and stuff, I hope you're able to combat it. I really do. Where is the crack? The cracks are the cracks are happening all over the world. They really are, all over the world. And they're spreading, and the cracks are on the seafloor of the ocean. And scientists know that there's some magnetic pole reversal happening and causing them to spread. Antarctica is the key. If you have no air conditioning, sleep with ice packs in your bed. That's right, Richard. And if it's like in the winter, I think my dad said that his mother would heat up some rocks or something. Don't get river rocks because they'll explode. Heat up some rocks or bricks and put it in the bed or under the bed. Get the bed warm. To get the bed warm for the kids to lay in. And then it's going to be nice and warm. And then you just wrap it up and you can stay warm. It's like a rice sock. It's crazy. You can talk through the oracle of God and his blowing me up with his warnings for us. Mountain Thompson, honey. Well, I'm sure a lot of people are hearing from the spiritual realm. I really am sure of it in different areas and stuff. And they're probably getting a lot of different messages, but I'm sure there's a lot of messages that are one and the same. You love the reptilians already, Muhammad Hassan. Yeah, because they like the heat. They love the hot. They love the heat. They love it. Yeah. You're getting a warning, crooked arrow. Rice socks is good for warmth. I'm getting hot up here myself. I didn't even bring my drink up here. I got water in the Berkey. Rarely drink out of it. I probably should put I have no idea about the Berkey, you all. That's right. A rice sock. It's you can wake others up to what's going on to an extent, but there's going to come a point, and you probably already reached the point, it's not doing you no good because they're not listening. They're tired of hearing it because they think you've been saying it for years and nothing's happening now. That's what they're thinking. And in some instances, that's true. People have been saying it for years and nothing is happening. Yeah. It's not just the elite, you all. The poles are kind of... Could you imagine the extreme heat? in like the day after tomorrow, the extreme weather events, they're coming. They're coming. They're already here. The sun, you can't go outside without the sun literally burning through your clothing. You can't. And the radiation, it might be making your hair fall out too. It might. Is anybody losing their hair? Excessive amounts of hair because of exposure maybe to outside? You got the same type of warning. You're channeling it, you all. There's something out there. I like to sweat. This is truly the only time I get to sweat if I come up here and do a YouTube video, because I will not come up here and sweat just working around in this room. If I can sit still and sweat, I think it's cleansing for your body. I really do. Oh, I'm okay. I'll get some water when I get down there. I'm probably going to get me a hydration. I'm going to make me an electrolyte drink is what I'm going to do. We already got some pre-mixed, and I'm put it in a quart jar. I'll shake it up and I'll drink it all up and get those electrolytes back into my body. Water is not enough. We need it. That's right, Jane, honey. You got to get those electrolytes back into your body. You do. It's good to sweat. It's good to sweat. I guess it's good to sweat. But you don't want to be sweating for so long. The sweating benefits. Let me see this. How to stay hydrated based on how much you sweat are electrolytes. It might seem like an inconvenience, but sweat actually plays a role in your body's response to heat that can serve as a key to better performance. Sweat is your body's physiological response to the heat, and it's a way to regulate your body's temperature. When sweat accumulates on your skin, it subsequently evaporates off your skin's surface and transfers the heat away from your body into the environment. So you're kind of adding to global warming with your sweat. It's transferring the heat to the environment, you all. Wow, I didn't know that. I really didn't. You could probably have a heart attack too. Sweating is the primary way of heat loss. If we don't have the capacity to cool our bodies, there used to be, when I'd get hot, my face would just get really red and I would never ever sweat. And that's not good. If we don't have the capacity to cool our bodies, we'll be very limited in the amount of physical activity that we can endure, because sweat is your body's way of cooling down. It's also an indicator of how much fluid you need to replenish the rest of your body after your workout, because your sweat originates from the water in your body. Well, that explains why, if you are like me when you were younger and you would never sweat, it's probably because you did not drink very much water. And I can attest to that. No, I wouldn't drink very much water at all. I have been drinking water lately, a lot of water. So it does make sense. Penny, honey, it's not strange to not get a whatever. Did you, somebody had a message deleted? Bonnie, you retracted your message. You want to hide under the rocks with what you've been hearing in the air. What's being out into the magnet inside the rocks help us. The bioweapon would not be able to harm us. There are the poles getting ready to flip. Let's read about this. Your sweat originates from the water in your body. More specifically, it's from the blood plasma water portion in your body, which contains electrolytes. I didn't know that. How the electrolytes help with your hydration. They include minerals like sodium. Well, I guess you need some salt in your body. Chloride and potassium. You need potassium, but sodium and chloride are lost in the greatest concentration in your sweat. That's why you need to be thinking beyond plain H2O when you're rehydrating during and after your exercises. You need electrolytes, and they are essential in hydrating your cells as they enable the fluids to efficiently move throughout your body. how to make a do-it-yourself electrolyte drink, you all. You got the ingredients in your house. You really do. How to make them. DIY ELOCTR electrolyte drink. How to make your own electrolyte drink. You just type it in right here. And you can make a homemade electrolyte. Just type it in, whatever looks good to you, but do make it. You want to know how to make it, because you don't want the Gatorade. It's full of sugar and stuff. You can use tablespoons of lemon juice, pinch of salt, 1 pinch of salt. A teaspoon contains 2,300 milligrams, so you need 1/20th of a teaspoon of salt. You need some type of a flavoring and sweetener to taste. Try a Crystal Light unsweetened Kool-Aid. You all know, I'm gonna tell you what I've added to my my survival thing, my survival food. I have, when I go to the store and I think about it, I buy the packages of unsweetened Kool-Aid. I do it. And I buy salt. I buy some salt. I buy some baking soda. And I thought, because what if I just get bored with drinking water all the time and I want some type of a flavored drink? Then I'll have something flavored. Yeah, it's something you might want to put in there. It's the Himalayans living water, you all. That's great. It's wonderful. So you need to make a do-it-yourself drink right here. You can look it up, just do homemade and see which one looks best for you. You got to be exact, because you don't want to mess up the... Look at this, 40 homemade electrolyte drinks to help you rehydrate quickly. 40 of them. I'm not going to... I put sugar in my electrolyte drink, Muhammad honey, so I don't eat that much sugar to where it's going to be bad for me. I don't. And if I ate a lot of it, and candies and stuff, and carbs and stuff, I might overdo it and put my body into whatever. You all can do it. That's right. So the earth is trying to flip. Okay. I'm sweating only because I've been drinking water. But there was a time when I wouldn't sweat because I didn't drink water. And I really didn't know about it. I knew I needed water, but I thought, I don't need water. You need water. You need electrolytes when you're sweating like this. Get it back in your body. You can do it. Baking soda. Lisa B, honey, for everything that there is out there, they're going to say something bad about it somewhere. They really are. And it's like coffee's bad for you, coffee's good for you, coffee's bad for you, coffee's good for you, salt is bad for you, sodium is bad for you. Then why is your body sweating out it? You need it. Yeah. Everything in moderation is perfect. It really is perfect. That's right. Minute Maid, but it's limeade tonic or plain water. You can buy a big fan. Drink something fast in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go. I really am going to go. But this is... look up a do-it-yourself drink for yourself for electrolytes, because you're going to need something to keep your body going. Your body's electric. You got an electric body. You do, and it's affected by the magnetic field of the earth. It's affected by the activity on the sun. It's affected by the energies all around you. It is, even though you cannot see them. Your body, if you touch electricity, you're going to get really shocked. Yeah. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. I don't want to touch the sweat on my body. Hello, from my heart to yours, you all. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. I hope to see you tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. You're welcome. Yeah, you're all welcome. There's a reversal taking place. The seafloor is spreading apart, and it shows up like a big crack, and we got cracks all in the earth. And it's not just from the volcanoes. There's something happening. There is. That's right. Yeah. Have a wonderful, hello there, these Jinping. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. You all, love you.